much more on tonight's game coming up. And we've got a special story about a special young assistant coach over at USC. That's coming up also a little later in the show. Keep it right here. You're watching LTV. We'll introduce you to Rob Brooks, someone who hasn't let a lifelong affliction slow him down in any way. We've got his inspiring story coming up in moments. Keep it right here. You're watching LTV.
Heat was on. Heat was on. I came through.
I gave him the way. It's like a putt. I putted first, and then he knocked it down. Team over here now.
With their victory last night in the second round of the Pac-10 tournament, USC is all but assured of making their first trip to the big dance in 2002. And while head coach Tim Floyd and his players deservedly get the credit, Rob Brooks, the team's head manager, has not only been a great inspiration, but he has set a great example for all involved with the program.
He does everything that nobody else wants to do.
His neck there, please.
Without him, I don't think this program would be ran the way it is right now.
Every time you're on the practice floor, he's here. Every time you come to work out, he's here. Every time you come in to get extra shots, he's still here doing something. So it's like, man, does this kid ever go home?
What I try and do is live my life basically every day, working as hard as I can, because my uncle told me that I'm not always going to be the quickest or the fastest or the strongest, but you can always be the hardest worker.
Rob Brooks has always had to work twice as hard as the next guy. He was born with PFFD, a growth abnormality which caused his right leg to grow only to the length of his left knee. However, his prosthetic limb has never slowed him down, especially when it comes to basketball. Brooks was one of the top players in the Orange County area and was captain of the Los Alamitos High School team his senior season. His spirited play even caught the eye of a certain coach halfway across the country.
I was sitting in a hotel room in Cleveland, Ohio with a very bad Chicago Bulls team and beating myself up, probably feeling a little sorry for myself, and flipped on television. There was a TV story on about Rob Brooks. It showed him playing high school basketball with one leg, diving on the floor after loose balls, taking charges, moving the ball, initiating, acting enthusiastic. And I thought, you know what, this kid gets it, and I don't get it.
Floyd was inspired enough to write Brooks.
Once I got the letter, I was just so excited. You know, NBA coach, you know, I know I want to be a coach, and he's reaching out to me asking if he can help me. I was like, yeah. I called and picked up the phone right away and said, hey, coach, I don't know if you knew this or not, but my only goal, you know, as far as professionally, is to be a coach.
Floyd invited Brooks to spend a day with him and the Bulls. During his meeting, Floyd laid out a plan for Brooks to become a coach. This plan included becoming a manager for a college program. Despite other offers, Brooks was awarded a physically challenged athlete scholarship to attend USC. The scholarship is funded by the Swim with Mike Swimathons.
We are always looking for people that we think are going to be role models for future recipients, and I would say Rob is one of those kind of people.
I would not be here, I would not be sitting in this seat, I would not be, you know, able to attend classes and get a degree from, you know, in sociology from this university without this scholarship.
While Brooks is thankful for his college education, he has always planned on becoming a coach. And that training came full circle during Rob's second year at USC when Floyd was hired to coach the Trojans.
I was just ecstatic that, you know, I was going to be able to work with Coach Floyd, who had been, you know, a lot of the reason why I was doing what I was, because that was the plan that he laid out for me.
I think he's learned a great deal, but I think we learned from him as well. Oh, I think he's going to be a college head coach one day. I really do. I have no doubt in my mind.
That kind of puts everything in perspective for us, doesn't it?
It really does.
Look at
and
goosebumps.
You know, for every kid that's complaining about cleaning up their room and talking back to their parents,